Hello friendos, it's Bella from the Bookish Badger, and today I'm going to be doing a February book haul. Now, this month's book haul is kind of interesting because I don't actually know all of the books I got, but we will get to that in a little bit, and first I will show you guys the books I do know I got. So my brother Q and I went to check out a local comic book store the other day for the first time, and I picked up a few things there. The first two things I got there were the first two Mystic U comic books by Alyssa Quinty. I actually read this one while I was there. I think this is going to be a trilogy, and this is the first one. And the guy who runs the comic book shop was telling me how it's a mixture between this, that, and Harry Potter. And I was like, whoa, you have me at Harry Potter. So I read it. I really enjoyed it. I actually think it's a very good mixture between the X-Men First Class movie and Harry Potter. And X-Men First Class is my favorite X-Men movie. And y'all know how I love Harry Potter. So this one was great for me. And then I picked up the second issue, which I plan on reading very soon, and I don't believe the third one's out, but I'll probably go back there to get the third one whenever it does come out. The next book I got from the comic book shop was Sandman Volume 1, Preludes and Nocturnes by Neil Gaiman. Now, I know I've been mentioning a lot in my past few videos how Neil Gaiman is my favorite author now, but I've been reading him a lot, so please forgive me for my repetitiveness. But anyway, Sandman is kind of what put Neil Gaiman on the map. I think it was like one of the first things he did, and it was a graphic novel, and it is kind of a landmark graphic novel now. It's supposed to be the best, one of the best graphic novel series of all time. So, since I'm trying to get into graphic novels more, and it's by my favorite author, I don't think I can really go wrong. I don't even entirely know what it's about, and I don't really want to know too much of what it's about going in, because I really want to be surprised. So, I got this guy right here. And the last thing I got from the comic book shop was actually thrown into the bag as like a free comic promotional type of thing, and it was this Black Panther comic, which I believe is actually not one full cohesive comic. I think it's actually a bunch of previews into a bunch of different Black Panther graphic novels. But at any rate, I think this is going to be a cool read because I am really excited to go see Black Panther when it comes out, because I'm filming this before it comes out, but I'm going to see it on Monday. It's coming out on Friday, and I'm excited to see it, so I think it will be cool to see some of the actual comic book incarnations before I go to see the movie. So after going to the comic book store, we hit up a local bookstore, which is where I got the remaining books in this haul. The first one I got from there was Welcome to Night Vale by Joseph Fink and Jeffrey Craner. So I've heard some pretty good things about this book here on BookTube. I know that it's based off of a podcast, however I've never listened to the podcast, and I know that there's supposed to be like a lot of paranormal sci-fi elements going on, so there are like ghosts and werewolves and vampires and aliens in this town, so that just instantly catches my attention, and I'm excited to read this one. And now onto the part of the haul where I was saying I don't know what books I got. So when we were in the bookstore, I was browsing and I saw this little basket of books on the ground, and I looked closer at it, and there was a sign on the basket that said, "Go on a blind date with an unreleased book. $1 each. Proceeds go towards the library." All the books were wrapped up in brown paper, and there was just a little bit of a blurb on the front giving you a hint of what the book was about, and in the corner was a general age range that the books were aimed for. So I've got 3 books from that basket here, and I will be finding out with you guys what they are. The first one I have here is classified as fiction young adult, and it says a pirate's daughter seeks to expose a scam in a post-apocalyptic world, and I will tell you what, if that did not grab my attention, I don't know what would've. So it's wrapped up like this on the back. Let's see what it is. There's a lot of tape going on here. I probably should have brought up scissors, but it's too late for those now. Okay, so it is by Kristen Simmons, and it's called Pacifica, and it's by the author of Article 5. I've never read Article 5, don't even know if that's a big book or not that you guys might have read. I don't know, I've never heard of it, I'll have to look it up after this. It says in the corner here, an uncorrected advanced reader's copy. Whoa, I have an ARC, you guys. I have a freaking ARC. This is what the cover looks like. Initial reaction for the cover, I can't say it's cover love, but I like the colors on the cover. I like the little thing on the dock it's got going on down here. I really dislike it on a book when the author's name is as big as the title, because then it just makes it confusing. But I like the name Pacifica for a book. Let's read the back here. Okay, so it sounds like there's this girl who was a pirate's daughter, like the outside said, and she's on an island, but the island is very polluted and not great. But there is a lottery for 500 people to get off the island, but the girl is like, hey, wait, I've been off the island, there's nothing out there, so where is this lottery taking them? So there's a blurb here that says it's like The Handmaid's Tale in that the book serves as an essential commentary on women's rights. And I am all for those. I'm a huge feminist, if you guys don't know. So this is really intriguing to me. I'm really interested to read this one. I'm excited for it. The next one I have here is also classified as fiction young adult, and it says a reimagining of World War II in which the Axis powers have won. So, a terrifying premise, but it sounds like it's going to be a thought-provoking read, so let's see what is in here. It's called Live in Infamy by Caroline Tung Richmond. If you can say one thing about this cover, it's that it certainly catches your eye. Let's read the back. Okay, so it definitely sounds like what the packaging on the front said. You know, Hitler won World War II, yada yada. America is a very different place now, so it sounds like America is where this book takes place. But there is still a subculture of people who want an uprising and who want the return of freedom. So I'm going to try to avoid saying too much about this one because I don't want to say anything too controversial, but I'm excited to get to that one soon because the times we live in, am I right? Okay, next book. Okay, the last book of this haul is classified as nonfiction adult, and it says the true story behind a campaign advocating freedoms for Iranian women. Such an important topic, so really interested to see what this one is. This one is called The Wind in My Hair, My Fight for Freedom in Modern Iran. I'm not going to try to pronounce the author's name because I know I'm going to botch it, and I really don't want to do that, but there it is if you want to look this book up. Let's see what the back says. Okay, so it is about an Iranian woman who posted a photo to Facebook without her hijab on, and then it sounds like the police were going after her, but basically what she's trying to do is fight all the inequality and laws and restrictions set against Iranian women. Like, they can't run or ride a bike or swim or basically do anything. The laws over there are crazy strict and just horrible, horrible, horrible towards women, and this book sounds so inspiring against all of the messages that those laws are trying to send, and I just want to read it like right now. Even though I'm reading so many other things right now, I really just want to sit down with this. I don't care if I have to do homework, I don't care what I have to do, I just really want to read this. Alright, that is about it for this book haul. I was trying to race against sunset. I did not beat it. It is dark outside now, so the lighting is probably crap, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. I'm really pleased with the books I got that I didn't really know I got. I hope that that was an interesting thing for you guys. Let me know if you've read any of the books from this haul, or if you want to, or if any of them sound interesting to you, or if you've read any books like them and you've got recommendations for me. All of it, any of it, please leave it in a comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, do not hesitate to give it a thumbs up. Do not hesitate to subscribe for more content coming soon, and I will see you in the next video. Bookish Badger, signing off.